Hey everybody, 416 Psych back, and I am annoyed. So, episode 4 was going to be freaking awesome, because I went over, I'll have to show you later because we're on the move, but I went over to the town. That was in episode 3. I looked around, I found a working stiff tools, and I tried to get around and look at the edges of the town to see what else there was. But pretty much the whole thing was in the devastation biome. What do they call it? I forget. But it was all, not burnt, but devastated, with all the dogs and whatnot. So, I went as far as to sneak into the working stiff, and had probably the best looting experience in a working stiff ever. I got a small engine that's of pretty decent quality. I got 3 frickin' wrenches. I got a fairly crappy quality, but an iron shovel, which was nice, and I was able to get some clay dug up on the way home. With that deer I had, I think I had 2 deer and a pig total. I ended up with 29 animal hides, and that was enough. I had 4 or 5 pipes, so I was able to get the forge going, and I made some iron arrows. And now we're going to go and see the trader. Man, I did not even hear her coming. Another POI trail going off that way. I don't know where that other zombie just went. He must have rolled down the hill. There he is. Alright, so anyway, I just got some really decent loot, and I had an excellent episode ready for you guys. When I went to do the editing this morning, I use OBS for doing the recording of the game, and I use Audacity for recording my voice. And my hotkeys for OBS are just, I think it's just plus and minus. Maybe it's just plus, I don't know. Evidently, I must have hit the button twice or something, because my recording started, and then it stopped within just seconds. So I ended up with the full audio recording, which if you guys want it, I can put that up so you can listen to it. But I had basically jack for video, and it's a shame because it was a really good episode. There was a lot of tension as I broke into the working stiff trying to get over there, you know, because the dog's around and stuff. You know how much I like dogs. So something I noticed in the release notes was they were saying that, what did it say? Something like fixed, removed stone crossbow tips. And I was like, wait, does that mean, what does that mean? Does that mean they got removed and they fixed it so they're back? But if you look, there's no crossbow bolt anymore, just iron and steel and exploding. So apparently they felt that that was a fix, that we didn't have primitive crossbow bolts. So apparently now in order to use a crossbow, you're going to have to be at least up and running with a forge, or you're going to have to buy crossbow bolts from a trader. I managed to dig some clay last night. I didn't dig a whole lot. I think it was right around 400 or 500 clay. So we've got that going for us. However, darn it, we're probably going to want more clay. Eat a little yucca fruit here. It's day 3. To the best of my knowledge, day 5 dog hordes are gone. We're gonna try and gather as much coal, wood, just raw materials as possible, and we're headed in the direction of the hub city. Frankly, I want to get past it and to the west of it. It's an area we're familiar with. Not that we want to do the same thing all over every time, but I was thinking about going over there to the western city that we were in the last episode, or the last series, 14.6, 14.7, and then heading north. There's another city north of that, according to the map that we did for the special episode where we discussed the new editing tool, map generator previewer. So I used the Abote seed in that episode, so it looked to me like there was 4 or 5 decent towns up there as you went north from the western city that we had been in the 14.6.7 series. So we are going to finish this quest, see the trader. Like a dope, I didn't bring the stuff that I should have. I didn't bring the money, and I didn't bring recipes, yucca juice. I didn't bring the money, and I didn't bring any of the trading items that we've gotten. You know, stuff that we're really not gonna use or don't need right now. that's all stuff we could have maybe tried to make a little profit with. Everything's so freaking expensive. I only got like 20, 25 coins anyway, and everything's so stinking expensive at the trader that I don't think we would have been able to afford anything, but it still would have been nice to have it just in case, I guess. So Z Nation FFS is back up and running, which is kind of nice to see. I never understand what it is that he's building or gonna build until you know, he's at least halfway done with it. He started out, he's talking about kind of the same thing we were talking about. I think I discussed it. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a base. And I'm thinking I might just go underground this time and do an underground base. I've done some pretty nice underground bases, particularly with the help of friends. And so I really have kind of a... Oh, that sucks, guys. There's a cave right there. And it's a good sized one too, judging by the outlying area of it right from here. You can see it's got a pretty decent mouth on it. Games for Kicks, in his second or third episode, stumbled on a cave. And he ended up with a pretty darn good one too. It's not just a cave, it's a whole cave complex. Deer up there somewhere. Oh no, not a deer, it was a zombie. That's the shadow I saw. Criminy. Well, it sounds like we got one after us somewhere. Here it comes. Sandwich. So maybe the trader station is just over this hill on the far side? So that'll be an extra point or two. We can put that into the Tyrannosaurus, start getting some stamina back a little faster. also got a halfway decent club, as you can tell. Huh. Decent sized lake out there. Well, and there we have a beaker. So we have, finally, there it is. What do we have? We have the forge and an anvil. We have the camp stove with, or the campfire with a beaker. And with the anvil we can make the grill. I may have already done that even. And we have a cook pot. So we are kind of set. In that respect at least. Well, I'm not sure which one this is. I haven't gotten to the point yet where I'm all that familiar with the layout of the various traders. Although I have to admit, I don't think this is the one that was in the desert at Navsgain. So maybe we'll luck out and there'll be some stuff here that we can actually get or use. Well, I didn't need him hitting me, but alright. Recipes, yucca juice, all that we can make. Drink. And drink again. Well, let's grab a couple of cactus real quick. Try and make the last of that yucca juice up. Recipes. Yucca juice requires 4, and I have 2. Alright. Juice craft. And that uses up all of our empty jars? Blueberries is always nice. Couple of garbage over here. I would like to be out of here by noon at least. I want to make sure that we make it all the way back over there. Alright.
Okay, fucker. You respect the shop rules, and we'll get along just fine.
Um, wow. Looks like they pay some good money for them.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Looks like they pay some decent money for beakers. Really? Alright. I am going to cut here to save some video time and run back to the base and get over there. And when we do get over there, we'll work on doing some crafting and stuff. I'll show you what I got, and we will take it from there. I'll see you back at the base, folks. See you in a few. Bear. Hey everybody, Forensic back, and as you can see, we made it back to the base relatively unharmed, unscathed, unmolested. Took out a few zombies on the way back, and there was. I decided to run over and look at the hill, the top of the hill, looking down at that. Oh, I appear to be. Yep. I'm out of room. Well, anyway, I ran over to the top of the hill when we were over by the, whatchamacallit, the trader, Joel's, and took a look at the water that was down there. There was a road that ran off to someplace, and there was, that was it. There was just water. Nothing else to speak of. Alright. As far as the plan goes, I think we're going to stay here tonight and leave first thing in the morning to go try and find something better. Yeah, I had even less coins than I thought. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go try and find some better digs, and you know, we'll just see what comes of that. So anyway, I'm not necessarily going to go into silent mode, but I'm just going to spend a little bit of time here trying to do some organizing. So we're gonna burn all this stuff into the forge and then take it back out so that it's readily transportable. And then boy, I don't know. From there, we're just gonna have to see. I hate leaving a hard metal door like that, but we have enough to make another forge when we get someplace else. So if we keep those, problem is we're just gonna run out of space. And I hate to get rid of the nails like that too, but you know. So I think what we're going to do is we're getting ready to call this one close to an episode. As soon as I get done with burning off these nails, I'll put the clay in there, get that burned. I'm going to spend the rest of the day cooking, crafting, making arrows, just in general getting my act together, getting ready to move first thing in the morning, and we'll head out. What is this? That's the cave. That's south. Is that? Yep, that's 0 by 0 right there. Well, that kind of sucks, because we were halfway there. Yeah, we were halfway to 0 by 0, but that's okay. That's alright. We'll get all our act together, we'll come down, hit this road, and follow it, because it's got to run over this way somewhere. And in the meantime, before the next episode, I'll consult with the editor map and make sure that I know where I'm going. You know, it's not going to tell me. I won't zoom in so I know everything about what's going on there, but I can at least take a look so I know where we're headed. And then it will make a more informed decision when we head out in the morning. So, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe and you'll get notifications when I put up new videos just like this one. If you have opinions, questions, comments, suggestions, if you notice a bug, something other than, hey, you walk past that nest, because it's long gone now, people, let me know. And I try and answer every suggestion, every comment that comes into the comment section. So leave your comments and stuff in the comment section below, and I will try and get back with you. Other than that, as always, if you have friends, tell them to come check out the channel. Let us know what they think as well. Have a good one, folks. See ya.